Welcome back to Australia. How many trips is this now?
Quite a few. I've been here, I'd say, about 4 or 5 times in the last year. But I love it here. I spent a lot of time here over the last 6 or 7 years, and yeah, it feels like nearly a second home. But I just love the people, love the culture, love everything about it.
And your Aussie accent's coming along too, I hear.
Hello. Hello.
Very good. Very good.
Have you got how's it going down?
Hey, how you going, mate?
Yeah, not bad.
Really good. So is it better being here, Niall, on your own without all those other Klingons from One Direction?
Klingons. I would say it is a little bit better, yeah, because the only reason is because it seems to be a bit more chilled out, and there's less of us, and I can actually get outside the door of the hotel, have a look around, see all of these cities that I've been in many times, but actually not had a proper look around.
And let's be honest, mate, they were dead weight. But I did want to ask you about the title of your tour is, of course, named after your new album, Flicker. Now, a lot of people who have noticed the artwork have noticed that the L and the I are very close together. Was that deliberate, or were you just being a bit of a funny flicker?
No, definitely not deliberate, but I could see it myself. Every time I see it now, I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ, that's terrible. But I didn't pick the writing style, and I probably should have actually in the end, because now it looks like exactly what you've said.
No, one of the really interesting things about you is that, unlike most young pop stars, you don't really shy away from a lot of the political stuff. I've seen you on Twitter talking about the referenda in Ireland. Does that make you nervous, weighing in on that stuff?
Sometimes I think, do people actually care what I say? Because, you know, I'm just like this pop star in a lot of people's eyes, so I'm sure a lot of people don't care what I say. But if I can say something about, you know, talking about the referendum back in Ireland recently, you know, there's a lot of young girls that follow me. So, you know, if they feel that, you know, like I have an opinion on that, and, you know, they might feel that, you know, I'm on their side, which they should feel, because it's a very important issue. So yeah, if I feel strongly about it, I'll say something about it.
Another really important issue that we want to get to the bottom of is your rider. Mariah Carey once demanded 20 white kittens on hers. Are you as demanding? What sort of stuff do you ask for?
No, I've never been. I like to have a couple of beers in the fridge, and that's pretty much it, to be honest with you.
Have you ever
don't really ask for much.
Have you ever thought to see how far you can push it? Maybe you should just ask if you get Mariah Carey as your rider, just to see if they can make it happen.
If you can make it happen, like, send it on. I don't mind.
There you go.
Tommy tries every week, but they've never...
Mate, I can't even get tap water. Don't worry, I'm the wrong person to ask.
Niall, you've talked about having a mild case of obsessive-compulsive disorder. Does that inform what you do before you get on stage? Are there any rituals that you have to do to get out there?
Yeah, actually, it's not something that follows me around in my own head, but it's something that sometimes I think, geez, that's a bit weird. I do some odd stuff, and I found recently, I've noticed that I do crazy stuff when I'm drunk. Like, I'll have a few pints and then I'll go home, and I'll wake up in the morning and my jeans will be perfectly folded and hung up, and my t-shirt and
Such a rock
my
star.
t-shirt and socks and stuff will be. Honest to God, it sounds weird. Well, like my jeans or my boxers and socks and stuff like that will be in the washing basket and stuff like that. I wouldn't even do that if I was sober.
Okay,
but,
you are now officially the perfect man, Niall.
There you go. I'm moving in.
Hey, Niall, I love you, mate. I think you're great, but I am puzzled about just a couple of things. So we've just been talking. You are very opinionated on some issues in politics. I know you are also really into golf. Also, some of our sports stars that you hang out with are quite a lot older than you, and I've just heard that when you get drunk, you fold your washing. Are you the oldest young person that's ever existed?
Yes, actually. It is a bit weird, though. I honestly think I was born in the wrong era or something. I like really old music. I play golf. There's some stuff that I do that I would agree with that point. So, yeah, you're right. I am.
Well, we think you were born in exactly the right era, Niall, and details on where you can catch Niall live on his Flickr World Tour, including in Melbourne, where extra tickets have just been released, are on our website. Would you please thank Niall Horan?
Thank you, guys.
What a good guy.
He is so dreamy. I don't know whether I want to date him or adopt him. He's just so adorable.
To be honest, you could do both, but it'd be real controversial.